Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to my channel, Sweet Pink Home. Today I wanted to do a video of things that I did for my wedding that were DIYs, and hopefully I can encourage somebody out there to kind of use what you got. Now, I've been married for almost 10 years and we have our items out on display on our mantle. And so I'm going to do another video about how to make your house kind of look like a magazine in a sense. Kind of make it pretty and beautiful. So I just wanted to share with you that video that I'm going to be making as well. But in this video I wanted to show you what I used that I had for my wedding, which turned out really well. And like I said, they're still on display after almost 10 years of marriage. So these are things that won't go and get gross or anything like that. The first thing I want to show you is our Unity candle. Now, granted, this is just a basic candle, and it came that way. It wasn't too expensive. I think I got it at Walmart. And what I did was this piece right here, with the sequins and the beads, it's absolutely beautiful, and the lace, was part of my veil, actually. And I took it off because I didn't like it on my veil. It didn't really match my dress. And so I just used what I had, and I hot glue gunned it around. As you can see, it kind of twists around the candle. And it just looks absolutely beautiful. And then I have it on display on our mantle on this beautiful piece of glass. And I found this at a Goodwill, and I had no idea what it was. Just by itself, just like that. It was just absolutely stunning. Well, I found out later on that it's actually a base for a punch bowl. So, sometimes when you see things, you can make them be what you want them to be, and not necessarily what they were purposed for. So, I have a really good eye for that, actually. And so, yeah, that is displayed on our mantle. And like I said, I'm going to do a video of that so you can see. The next thing we did was, we are a blended family. We have 2 kids of our own, but also we have 3 kids that, well, my husband came with 2 and I came with 1. So altogether, we have 3 kids that joined our family and we blended together. So they're all our kids, essentially. But this is a glass that, where is it? I'm looking here. Oh, there's the palm. I don't know if they make them in the jar anymore like they used to, but I got this from the store and I decided to use this for our sand thing. And what we did was, we had little jars, and everybody had a little jar. And the sand is from Oregon and Washington. Or not Oregon and Washington, I'm sorry, California and Oregon. And each kid had a little jar of sand, and then my husband and I each had a jar of sand. And what we did as a family is, the 3 kids and us, we all dumped our jars in individually, and then what we did, you know, is it ended up down here. And it was kind of a symbolism of us blending together as a family and uniting as one. A lot of times I see a lot of videos nowadays, there's a lot of blended families out there that they do like vows to the children, or necklaces for the daughters, and letters and stuff like that. So I thought when we got married it would just be a really neat symbolism of us blending together as one, as a family unit. So, and then these right here are actually a part of my bouquet. My bouquet kind of fell apart through the years. That's the one thing that didn't stay together. So, and then my next and last item is bubbles. Now, I know that a lot of people use bubbles and rice and confetti and that sort of thing. That's nothing new. But what I did was I wrapped a little silver ribbon around the base here and attached these little cards. And what these little cards were was, it said, "Thank you for sharing in our blessed day and our names and the date of our marriage." And so I just wanted to tell everybody thank you. I was so grateful that they all came because it was a huge deal for me getting married for the second time. And then the next thing I did was, sorry about that, a call came in, because I film on my phone. Anyway, the next thing I did was I attached this is our new address tag. And back then that was our new address. We don't live there now, but like for people like my grandma, she just ripped it off and stuck it in her purse, and so she had our new address. So that's another thing, is if you're moving in together into a new address, you could attach it to your bubbles or to your confetti bag or something like that. So this actually goes on display on my wall over there. So like I said, I'm gonna do a video of displaying all my beautiful stuff around the house. And I got encouraged by a lot of the magazines and the shows on TV about how to beautify your house. And the one thing, I was talking to my husband and I was like, you know what, honey, I just want our house to look like the magazines. And he kind of giggled at me and said, I go into a lot of houses and I've yet to see one that looks similar to those magazines. They all look lived in and that sort of thing. Now, the reason my husband goes into a lot of houses is because he moves furniture. And he moves furniture to really high-end houses. And so I always thought in my mind that a lot of those houses would be picturesque per se, like a magazine, like how you see the magazine and how they have these beautiful displays. And he said, very rarely does he ever go into a house that is displayed like that. Now, he didn't say that they were styes per se. They weren't messy houses. And they did have displays of things, but it looked lived in at the same time. Not messy, not pigsty-ish, but lived in. And so I thought I'd just encourage you guys too about your house. If you feel like your house is not picture perfect, you know, that sort of thing, don't feel bad, because like I said, my husband goes into a lot of houses that, you know, people make really good money and they're not that way. So it's not even realistic, really. So anyway, back to the subject at hand. I hope that my things encourage you to maybe look beyond the shelves of Target and Walmart and kind of be creative as far as your wedding decor and wedding items. And so I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed Friday. Have a good, wonderful day. Thank you.